Good morning. I wanted to send you a video announcement as I think it's easier so I can share my screen with you and show you exactly what I'm talking about. We have 3 weeks left of this semester, which is a total of six internship days. So I'm very, very excited for you guys. You've all worked very, very hard. And now we just need to do a little housekeeping with some of the paperwork to make sure you guys are all set for the end of the semester. So I'm going to share my screen with you. So as I discuss, you can see exactly what I'm talking about, and hopefully that will clear up any questions you might have. Or again, feel free to reach out. Let's see here. Okay. So before we get started, let me actually maximize this. Okay. So this is the form that the educator at your internship site will have to fill out. This is for your hands-on skill hours that you have accumulated while you're there. So after you take your certification test, if you pass and you want these hours to count towards those 400 hands-on skill hours, which you do, this is the form that will have to be submitted to HSPA directly. Now, you can't fill out anything on this form. This is specifically for the manager or supervisor. And it even tells you the applicant cannot complete any part. If they do, the application will be rejected. So if you see in this initial portion here, and it's got those sections 1 through 5, those are each section that you may or may not have worked in while you were at your internship. So this is why it's really important that you guys have been calculating your hours. And I have a rough idea, but when you guys are submitting in your timesheets, the back isn't always included. So if you didn't include the back, I have no way to try to calculate those hours for you as well. And again, you should be doing this because this is your direct, line for your hands-on skill hours. So this is the sheet that will need to be handed in to the educator. They will hand it back to you, and then you can email it to HSPA. So this is the sheet that you will need to print off. I have the link in your internship Canvas shell. All of the forms are there for printable forms. So you will need to print this, and this is what you will hand to the educator. Now, how you get those hours, you should have been calculating the entire time. Because if not, it's going to be a little bit of homework now at this point. So I gave you this worksheet on our first day that we came back. If you have it, great. If not, it's just going to be a little bit more work for you. Here is your 16-week clinical time log. I will also have this in printable forms. This is just a way that we can visualize in one place those hours. So if you look at this little table here, we've got weeks 1 through 16. Now we had a spring break and we started a week late. So I think you'll only have 14 weeks that are actually completed here. The date, and then each one of those sections. So you've got decon, prep and package, sterilization, storage, and quality assurance. So from this first sheet is where you will calculate those hours, put them in each week, what you did, and then you can add each individual, category up and for your total hours here. So this is where your total hours completed on this side right here is what a manual or Michelle or the educator you are working with will place right here on this form. So it's basically moving this information from here on this worksheet to this worksheet. And that's how those hours are calculated and submitted. Again, it's really, really important that you're calculating those hours correctly because you want your hours to count. So as you've gone along through all these weeks, you should be documenting them there. Again, I have a very loose idea of where you are with your hours, but not all of the forms have been submitted to me complete. So I truly don't know your final hours. So it's going to be up to you to calculate that. So in addition to that, and again, let me show you one more thing down here on your student evaluation sheets on the back side, right? Work area, and your hours, that is where you're going to find that information each week, and then put it onto this form. Um, or if you're using the Excel worksheet that I have available on that internship canvas, that's also really great for you to use. So if you've been doing that this whole time, should be super easy. You're just moving information from one place to another. So that is how on your very last day, you were going to give this form to the educator for them to fill out. Because after you leave them that day, you're not going to see them again. So you're going to need to have those hours accounted for. In addition to that, the forms that need to be calculated, if some of you have done this already, if you have scheduled your certification exam, two things need to happen. First of all, let me know. So I can, cheer you on the day that you go to take it. But secondly, once you complete that exam, this is where you're going to submit. So this is your final last submission to me for the entire program. And it's really, really easy to gain these points. You just have to submit proof that you've taken it. So after you leave your certification exam, and this should be done before April 30th. April 30th, May 1st is going to be the deadline for you to take your exam for it to count for this semester. You will receive an email pretty much within 30, 40 minutes, an hour or two after you've taken your certification exam. And it's a follow-up. Congratulations, you passed, or you didn't pass, no big deal, you can retake it. All I need is that screenshot, proof that you've taken the exam. So once you do that, that is where you'll submit your screenshot to this HSPA registration and ID number. And it's verification that you have taken the exam. You don't have to pass it for the points, but we do need to know the college that you've taken the exam, because we have submitted the paperwork, and the college initially paid for the bundle. So we do need proof that you have taken it. And again, remember, if you do take it, you're exempt from that endo final. That's just another little added bonus. So that is a couple little follow-up things that I wanted to make you aware of. And, just some final housekeeping, since I don't see you guys at the normal days anymore. So if you have any questions on any of this, please don't hesitate to reach out. If you are at multiple sites this semester, you will need one of those forms for each site you're at. So, offsite will fill out one, and then HVN will fill out the other. So you will be submitting two for your hours. So keep those things in mind. If you have any questions, please reach out. Also, your forms for you to print for your hours and your evaluation sheet, they are in this Canvas, internship Canvas, and you should be printing them out from here on out. There won't be extras available. So feel free to come by campus. You can print here, or you can print at home, but you need to be making sure that you are responsible for those timesheets and evals for the remainder of the semester. So if you guys have any questions, reach out. I'm super excited for you guys. You are near the end, and I am just really, really excited about, your future. You've all worked really, really hard. So I know this is a long message, but I just wanted to, get on here, show you some things that I think are really, really important for the end of the semester, and just kind of connect with you guys for a little bit. So have a great rest of your day, and please don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything.